The lion down has to be controlled by the drums and cymbals. So we don't know how wild it's going to be. So with that, we need you to move back just in case that lion gets out of control. Thank you very much. Back in line. All right. Hey, so all the people up front here, it's your responsibility to hold everybody back there.
Happy New Year, everybody! Thank you all for coming out. My name is Daniel Lowe. I am the spokesperson for the Longshan Kung Fu Club. I want to thank you all for coming out and celebrating Chinese or Lunar New Year's with all of us here today. So, first I'd like to introduce our special guest, Eddie Charlie, who is a co-organizer of the Victoria. Hurry! Sorry, technical difficulties. Check, check. All right. Could we please have Eddie Charlie, co-organizer of the Victoria Orange Shirt Day, to do the land acknowledgement, please? Big round of applause for Eddie, please.
Thank you. This is great, and very good day to the Victoria Orange Shirt Day. It's a day to recognize President Johnson. And I'd like to thank the people of Skymark for opening this space to have this event. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who come here today. We're on the hand that the people of the Skymark and Southeast Nation have used for thousands of years. They have used the waterway in the gorge inlet to gather food, like salmon and other fish foods. They gather medicine on the lands. And I just want to acknowledge the Skymark and Southeast Nation for allowing us to be here and allowing us to gather and share a culture and tradition that is also as old as the Skymark and Southeast Nation culture and traditions. And I just want to say that when you come here and you acknowledge the land, you have a responsibility to respect the teaching that we have been here for a long time. But we also have a responsibility to respect the cultures and traditions that are coming here and showing us other ways of life, other perspectives, other points of view. So I want to say thank you for each one of you for allowing yourself to open your hearts and your minds to receive in this gift of culture and tradition, and for recognizing the Skymark and Southeast Nation. And so I want to say thank you very much.
Thank you, Eddie. Again, I want to welcome, just like Eddie said, we at the Longshan Kung Fu Club, we want to welcome all of you for coming and showing your support to all of us, and again, celebrating Lunar New Year's with us. A big thank you to our sponsors, the Township Community Arts Council and Aragon Properties for letting us use this beautiful facility here, and also the Township of Sparta, who have been very supportive of putting on this event with us. I'd like to first introduce our two masters for the Longshan Kung Fu Club. We've got Master Edmund Wong, second generation teacher, what we call the keeper of the style, and also second master, senior instructor, Master Terry Lee. I'm also going to introduce our 6 VIPs who will be participating in our what we call our eye dotting ceremony, or the awakening of the lions. First, from the Township of Squamish, Councillor Jacob Halliwell. Township Community of the Arts Council, Mr. Jay Smith. We are very grateful for our sponsors, C-SPAN Victoria Shipyards. We've got Mr. and Mrs. Tony and Alexis Winter. And they have graciously donated a lion here today, and we're very thankful for them. We've got, obviously, from Victoria Orange Shirt Day organizers, we've got Eddie, Charlie, and Kristen Spray as well. So just a brief history of the Wongshan Kung Fu Club. We are celebrating our 50th anniversary this year. We were established in 1974 here in Chinatown in Victoria under the tutelage of Master Wongshan. And over the 50 years, we've seen a gamut of individuals, men, women, people of all races and color. We welcomed everybody to learn our style. We weren't secretive. And so that's the history behind us. Our style, it's not like what you see in the Kung Fu movies where people that kick and chop. It's specifically we call Hung Fut, which is a combination teaching of the Hung Gar style and actually Buddhist teaching. So we have the fist, the hard fist of the Hung style, but also the Buddhist palm. And our style is recognized as a left-handed form. So if you ever watch martial artists, you always see them attacking with the right side. We are like in boxing where you see southpaw boxers. We're unorthodox. We do everything starting with the left side, which made it a little bit harder to defend against. Now a little bit of the lion dance. As you can see in front of you, we've got 3 lions. The basic history of a lion dance will say, the story that everybody's heard is that many, many years ago in the mountains of China, there was a creature that would come down from the mountains every spring and would ravage the crops, dig everything up, and kill the goats and the chickens. The villagers was tired of this creature coming in from the mountains every year and decided, what can we do to stop it? Through trial and error, they figured out, let's get something very colorful in color. They painted a face on a rattan shield, and they basically made lots of noise with drums, with instruments, percussion instruments, and they created this dance. And so folklore says that when the creature came down and saw the lion for the very first time, it was actually scared off. It was actually frightened by the lion. And so because of that, every year the lion dance is performed such as, you would say almost like an exorcism, to scare away evil spirits from the previous year or bad energy. Now, the funny thing is the creature that came down from the mountains, he would say, like how a lion has a roar, this creature had a very distinct cry, and it would say, ni, which sounds like the word in Chinese language for year. So they call it the yearly or the annual monster. So again, the lion is to scare off the monsters from the year before. That is the significance of the lion dance. Also, is what we're doing today is we're going to be eye dotting the lions. And essentially is what you see right now, the lions have not been awoken yet. Even though the eyes are open, mouths are agape, it means that the symbol of its spirit isn't alive yet. What we have here on the trees in front of us here, we've got calligraphy pens. In the dishes here, we've got cinnabar, and it's been created into a paste. Now what happens is our master is going to take the pomelo leaf, so the leaf of a giant Asian grapefruit, in Chinese belief, this pomelo is a very sacred fruit. It's very cleansing and very spiritual. So we're going to go around and we're going to essentially baptize our lions with what you can see similar to like holy water and cleanse the lions of any bad energy that may be clinging onto them first. Then we're going to recite scriptures or poems that are all part of a ceremony into the dotting of the lion. So red is a very auspicious color. As you can see, we all have red on our uniforms. Obviously, a lot of people are wearing red, very bright colors. The cinnabar is red, and we're going to dot the eyes, dot the nose, dot the mouth, the horn, which is like the spirit of the lion, and there's a mirror on the front as well. If you think about the old horror movies when the vampire sees himself in the mirror, poof, he disappears. Same idea. And we're going to dot the lions from head to tail, because we have a saying that everything that's good must have a beginning and an end. And so it be started from the beginning of the year until the end of the year for happiness, health, and joyful for everybody. So without further ado, I'd like to now invite Master Edwin Wong to come and first cleanse the lions. Thank you. And also, what we're also going to do is we're going to do an incense ceremony. So when we burn incense or joss sticks, we're essentially saying thank you to our ancestors, as Eddie had said earlier with the acknowledgement of land. We want to thank our ancestors for helping us in the years past, and so with incenses, we're paying homage to them. So what we're going to do is we're going to do an incense ceremony with our VIPs as well, and we're going to thank also the small peoples and also our ancestors for kind of protecting us. So can I ask the VIPs and Master Wong to come up to the front, please? So Edwin is basically paying homage to what we call to the heavens and to the earth, because we are surrounded by the heavens and earth, and we're asking for protection. So next up is Senior Instructor Master Lee. We got Senior Instructor Mark Albany. Longtime member of the club, Ms. Gloria Choi. So the 6 VIPs of each just come up, we'll line up, one at a time. Right here, and you'll each kind of present your offering. And now Master Wong is about to do the cleansing of the lions.
you mind if my daughter stands right here?
Oh yeah, no.
So before the lions are awake, you'll notice that we don't blink the eyes, we don't move the ears or anything because the lion is not officially awake yet. And how can you tell if a lion is awakened? You'll see there's a ribbon with a bow on top. Because the ribbon isn't tied off, it means that the life of the lion isn't completed yet. So that's why you always see, if it's tied for it, it means that that lion has been awakened in the past. Now you all may be wondering, what's the difference between a lion and a dragon? Does anybody know? What's the difference between a lion and a dragon? What's the difference? That's correct. So this is a lion dance. People say it's a dragon dance. So a lion dance will only have two people in it. One in the back, one in the front. A dragon dance you can have anywhere from 5, 8 to about 100 people underneath. And they dance by holding up sticks, and they make the dragon costume look as though it's soaring through the sky. So the lion dance, it is up to the Chinese Kung Fu practitioners to make the lion look as lively as possible. So Edmund just said, when I dot your left and right eyes, it will bring brightness and wisdom. You will bring health and protection throughout all 4 seasons. Dotting of your left and right ear will bring awareness and righteousness, responsibility for all your actions.
Their eyes can grow. Like first it was that one that had its eyes growing, now that one, and soon it's gonna be that one. Oh my gosh, that one has eyelashes. They have a beard and an eyelash.
As I brush your teeth and your mouth, you can bite your chin from high and low, and now your authority is officially awakened. Dotting of the horn and tying of your ribbon brings you to life and to be a guardian. as I taught you from head to tail, as everything that is good must have a beginning and an end. May all be blessed with good health and longevity for 10,000 years.
One's a bit. I think the black ones are the toes and the white one is
So we're just gonna do the tying of the bow, and then we can start.
So you know where I am.
the kid's scared.
So we hit the back of the head to wake up the lion. And we're waiting for the word from Reddit. Did everybody enjoy the show? Can we get a big round of applause to our VIPs and sponsors today, please? Big round of applause to our lion dancers! Did everybody say, come hey Fat Troy? It was a pleasure to have all of you share in our culture and sharing Lunar New Year's with everybody here. We have a big parade again in Chinatown next Sunday, so if you have time, rain or shine, we will be there. It's going to start around 11:30 a.m. in Chinatown next Sunday on the 18th. Thank you again for all coming. Thank you, Murray, for putting up with the sound system. Big round of applause to Murray. If you all stick around, we are going to do a little bit of kung fu demonstration, so don't leave. There's still more stuff happening.
Hey,